Hi everybody, this is foXnoMad, and today I want to help you travel smarter by reviewing the GORUCK GR2 against the Air Travel Pack 2. Now these are two backpacks that I've reviewed thoroughly, and the reason is because these are two of the best travel bags at this size that you can find. The GR2 is 40 liters, there's two versions, there's a 40 liter and a 34 liter. But for this comparison, I'm looking at the 40 liter bag, and the Air Travel Pack 2 is a 33 liter bag. But when it comes to those liter specs, those liter sizes don't always correspond across brands. So 33 liters can mean one thing with one backpack, and 33 liters can mean something else with another backpack. The sizes, the internal storage can vary. And one of the most common questions I've been getting about the GORUCK GR2 40 liter is how much stuff can it carry compared to the Air Travel Pack 2. They look very similar on the outside, but on the spec sheet, when you look at that liters, when you see 40 liters against 33 liters, it can be a bit confusing, even though these two bags look very similar from the outside. So to do a size test on these two bags, what I did was take everything that I packed into the Air Travel Pack 2 and put that in the GORUCK GR2, and then vice versa. All the stuff that fit in the 40 liter GORUCK GR2 did fit in my Air Travel Pack 2, but the GORUCK GR2 was a much tighter fit. If you go back to my road tested review, you'll see exactly why that is, and that's because the GORUCK GR2 has these front pockets which don't have any depth really to them. So that internal storage is broken up more into these thin pockets which don't have a lot of depth, which means they don't have a lot of expansion space. Whereas in the Air Travel Pack 2, you've got fewer pockets, you've got this one main compartment, you've got a dedicated laptop compartment, which is given the full size of the backpack, unlike the GR2, which makes it a very tiny laptop compartment. And the Air Travel Pack 2 has this one front pocket, which has a lot of storage, and it has smartly designed pockets for storage. So it's got these small pockets. You've got one for pens, one that's good for hard drives, one that's good for a portable battery. You've got the quick access pocket on the top here. So you've got all these smart little design pockets that don't eat too much away from the main internal storage. So if you look at this thin front pocket on the Air Travel Pack 2, you've got all those little pockets for thin things like I said, batteries or hard drives. And then you've got this other storage where you can stick in larger headphones or other bulkier items. In the GORUCK GR2, you can't really do that because that front pocket doesn't really give. And then it's got these two other mesh pockets which don't have any depth. So if you try to put anything with any kind of depth in there, it's going to quickly eat away at that front pocket or into the internal storage. And it's just not using the maximum amount of space that it actually has. If you travel with a lot of clothing, like I said in my road tester review, the GR2 is going to be ideal because clothing tends to give. Electronics don't. Electronic cases don't. Hard cases don't. So you don't have as much room to sort of work with that internal storage. When it comes to electronics, the Air Travel Pack 2 is much more easy to work with because the pockets are more designed for electronics and less things like clothing and toothbrushes and sort of day-to-day items. So although you can pack everything from the Air Travel Pack 2 into the GORUCK GR2, you just got to be much more careful about how you organize everything. You're going to have very little wiggle room. If you're maxing out an Air Travel Pack 2, you're going to have to be very careful with how you would take all that stuff and put it into the GR2. You just have to be very careful with how you organize everything. It can be done, but it's not very comfortable. And if you're the kind of person that packs very late before you go to the airport or to the train station, then just be aware that you're not going to be able to throw things into the GR2 just willy-nilly and make your way down to the airport before your flight. You're going to need time to organize all of your stuff to make sure that it actually fits in the bag. But I will mention that the Air Travel Pack 2 does have the shoe storage pocket on the bottom, which I'm not a fan of. If you're the type of traveler that travels mainly with clothes in your carry-on, so if you're going to use this more as a travel bag as opposed to a carry-on bag with a check-in bag, so if this is your electronics bag, then that shoe compartment just really stands out as being a complete kind of waste of space and it gets in the way. But if you do travel with shoes, if you travel with clothes, then it can actually be very useful. Other than that, the Air Travel Pack 2 material tends to give more, so it's got more expansion. You've also got these compression straps on it, which allows you to hold the bag together much easier. So you can stuff out the bag and then use the compression straps. Whereas on the GR2, you've got the mole straps, which are very useful. You can hang a whole bunch of stuff on there. The GORUCK GR2 can handle 450 pounds of weight. So it can handle anything that you're going to attach on those mole straps. but those MOLLE straps mean that the exterior of the bag doesn't expand very much at all. So pretty much the size that you get with the bag is what you're stuck at. It's not going to expand very much compared to the Air Travel Pack 2. A few other things to compare between these two bags. One, the Air Travel Pack 2 is a lot lighter, but the GORUCK GR2 is a lot more durable. So that weight comes with the advantage of durability. But if you're not traveling outdoors, if you're not hiking, if you're not really putting this to the test with the elements, then the GR2's weight might be overkill. So it might not be worth the durability benefits that you get, because the weight is going to really wear on you when you're wearing this bag, especially if it's full to capacity. The Air Travel Pack 2 is much lighter. The back meshing on the back breathes better. So overall, it's just sort of a better commuter bag. It's definitely, you can use this bag as a day pack. It's a little bit big for a day pack size, but you can do it. The GR2 is heavy, and so if you go out, if you've got camera gear in there, that bag is going to weigh on you quickly, and you're going to notice that at the end of the day. And with the Air Travel Pack 2, because it's so much lighter, and because it has that breathable mesh on the back and it's got air going into your back, you're not going to feel as sort of worn out from the weight, and you're not going to get as sweaty from using it as well. None of this is to say that one bag is better than the other overall, but they're just better for different uses. GORUCK GR2 is just better being an outdoors bag. It's just more durable. Whereas the Air Travel Pack 2, it's a premium backpack. It's very durable. But if you're going hiking, you're going climbing mountains and stuff like that, if you're rucking, you're going to want to use the GORUCK GR2. You're not going to want to use the Air Travel Pack 2 for that kind of stuff. But if you're traveling through mostly airports and airport security and trains and that kind of thing, then the Air Travel Pack 2 is probably going to last you a very long time. My road tested of both of these bags prove that they're both very durable. In terms of the capacity, they're very similarly sized. If you look at the spec sheet, the height, width, and the depth of these bags is very similar, but the way that the internal storage is designed is what makes them vary, and that's why you can fit pretty much the same stuff you could fit in the Air Travel Pack 2, in the GORUCK GR2, and liters are not a very efficient and not a very accurate way to measure the internal storage of a backpack. You really want to look at the dimensions. You want to look at the height, the width, and the depth. You want to see how big each pocket is. So you want to see how big the main compartment is versus the laptop compartment versus a front compartment. Those specs will give you more information than just the liters, and that's why that 40 liter versus the 33 liter of the Air Travel Pack 2 can be a little bit confusing, especially when you see these bags side by side. So there you have it. That's my review of the Air Travel Pack 2 versus the GORUCK GR2, or basically comparing the GORUCK GR2 40 liter versus the Air Travel Pack 33 liter, showing you the differences between these two bags and how much they can both carry. And as you saw, they can both carry the same amount of items, but they're just not organized the same way internally. So that means that the Air Travel Pack 2 is more flexible for different kinds of storage. So if you're mixing electronics and you're mixing clothes, whereas the GR2 is more of a clothing, more of a gear type geared bag, and not so much geared towards electronics. I'm going to leave a link to the road tested and the original reviews I did of both of these bags down in the description below. So if you want to check out more information about those in depth, and while you're down there checking that out, hit the like and subscribe buttons. I'll have new videos for you every week. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Boom.